remind you that nobody in this world wants to become an addiction. And nobody tastes this drug with an intention to become an addictive person, right? Before this campaign in Dimapur, I attended an anti-campaign in Kumar as well. So our Anupam sir from Guwahati, who was a recovery patient of drug addiction, he was mentioning that you might think that it's all glamorous, and cool when you see videos, but it's nothing like that. So this drug addiction is nothing glamorous that you see in the movies or the videos or the music videos that you see. So it's nothing like glamorous. It's all the part of the wrong, maybe the part of darkness. So why do people get into drugs? Why do we, the generation, we the youths, especially the age group of 20s, get into drugs? There are so many reasons, but some few which I would love to say is due to friends, because of our friends. And I said before, because of social media thing. You may go to a trip, right? You may go to a trip and taste a drug, but you can come back home, become an addiction. So that is how you get into drugs. And there are some people who get into drugs because of the financial issues. And the thing that it's widespread, the drug somehow, why is it widespread in Nagaland? It's also because one thing, a financial issue. They are saying that they are living out of it. How were they living before this business was introduced to them, right? I have a question. Anyways, so in Dimapur, I was saying that this addiction is a disease. Yes, it is a disease because addiction is not a punishment or something that we have to expel from the school. It's not a punishment. I want to remind this that addiction is a disease that needs a treatment, a proper treatment, that needs a care. So in Dimapur, I was saying that this is not just a person's disease, but a family's disease. But I would love to rephrase it and say that this is not just a person's disease or a family's disease, but it's everybody. Everybody has a role to play when it comes to addiction, drug addiction. The governments, the NGOs, the churches, the schools, everyone has a role to play. I gladly appreciate the Mokokchung Town Owl Baptist Church because they were the first ever to initiate such kind of detoxification camp for drug users during the year 2011 in collaboration with the Kripa Foundation. So I gladly appreciate your church for this. And through this, there are many other churches in other districts again that they started initiating. I look forward and love to see more collaborations, such measures taken by churches as well, because church takes a very primary role when it comes to this topic. Because everyone has a role to play. Not a person alone cannot fight this battle. Also, I am so happy to learn that from the government, there is a Nagaland State Drug Abuse Prevention and Treatment Policy 2020, which is under amendment process. So I'm happy to know that, and I really hope that the government will eventually implement it soon. Because through this, I believe there will be a lot of changes happening with a clear vision, mobilizing it in a better way. So I am looking forward from the government side as well. So just like this, everybody has a role to play. And even from a person, why? Because he needs a proper mental treatment. Spiritual, physical, and a good supporter from the around, from surroundings, from the family, from friends.
There has been many intelligence-based operations, checkings which are ongoing, because of which we have seen a very significant improvement in the seizure of drugs, the quantity as well as in terms of the worth of the drug that is being seized. Internal mechanisms within the department in the state as well as in the district has been strengthened. At the state level, from January 2023 onwards, over this period of 10 months, I can say there has been an enormous increase in the seizure of drugs. So in this 10 months, there has been a total seizure of drugs worth more than 80 crore rupees in the state of Nagaland. In Mokokchung district as well, our Mokokchung police, we have been taking concerted efforts to eradicate the menace of the drug peddling and smuggling in the district. From January 2023 onwards, we have been doing our homework of identifying certain hotspots in the district, the major entries through which the supply of drugs has been taking place in the district. So many intelligence-based operations, almost over 50, has been conducted in Mokokchung district this year alone, and we have registered around 32 cases over a period of 10 months, and we have arrested nearly 70 individuals who have been indulging in drug peddling and smuggling activities in the district of Mokokchung alone. We understand there is much more to be done and efforts are still ongoing as we speak. So we are not only stopping with the arrest of the peddlers, the individuals who are involved in the smuggling activities, but we are also trying to address the root of the problem. In most of the cases, almost more than 90% of the cases that we have registered, we have identified the actual suppliers, the level 2, level 3 of suppliers who have been supplying drugs to the district of Mokokchung from Dimapur as well as from the neighboring district of Assam. All these more than 30 cases that I have mentioned, we have registered under the NDPS Act. NDPS, some of you might not be aware, it is called the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act. It is a special act which was enacted by the Parliament in the year 1985 to deal with this drug smuggling menace in the country. It is one of the stringent laws that we have in the country among all the, when comparing to all the other special acts and IPC penalties. NDPS also provides the provision of penalty of up to 20 years of rigorous imprisonment if an individual is dealing with manufacturing, possessing or transporting the narcotics as well as psychotropic substances. Though as a law enforcement agency, as a district police, we have been trying our level best. At this juncture, we should also realize that this fight against drug is not only a mere problem of the law enforcement agencies or the government, but a collaborative endeavor that requires the participation of each and every individual who are present here. Taking this opportunity, I would like to appeal each and every one of us, one of you, to join hands to eradicate the menace of drug in the district of Mokokchung. Recently, in the month of September, at the state level in police headquarters, the Nagaland police had launched a website called as Made in Nagaland. The abbreviation stands for Movement Against Drugs and Extortion. So there is a website which has been launched and it is existing. Using this website, the general public can access this particular website and give anonymous tip to the police agency, the law enforcement, to the district police on any information related to drug smuggling or peddling in your particular neighborhood, in your particular street, locality, or in your particular village. So I would like to urge each and
eye on those, and then we will be conducting surprise checking on them, that the drugs that they bring and sell in the pharmacies are of the legal ones only and prescribed by the practitioners only. So that way we will be keeping our eyes on those as well. I'm not saying that they are doing those illegal things, but then just to be on the safer side and to prevent anything mischiefs that may happen. And since our civil society leaders are also here, I would like to appeal to them as well as to the church that Mokokchung district is a very old and one of the biggest districts. We do not have a detox and rehabilitation center which can cater to the people who are already caught in this disease. So I appeal to these NGOs, the church, led by the church, to come into this sector so that we can, those who are already trapped in it, that we can help them recover and then bring them back to the mainstream of the society and live a normal and healthy life. Now we have one in Pune, and I was told that it is the size is not enough to accommodate all those people who are seeking help, and then it's so overcrowded, and that shows that we have many people who are seeking help. Therefore, we have to come in and help these people because they are trapped in a addiction, but that addiction is called a disease, and therefore a disease needs a cure, and that cure we as a society leaders, church leaders should provide, because we live in this world filled with different kind of people with different kind of needs. Therefore, we should extend our hands in helping our brothers and sisters who are trapped and are seeking and crying for our help. And if we don't do that, I think we are failing our society, our people. And then our priorities might be, our main priorities might be different for every NGOs or every groups. But then this sector of this group of people are crying out for our help. Let us come together and help them. And in this effort to fight drugs, we all need to collaborate, and we need to have intelligence sharing, and then this menace will, as our former speakers have said, this will not be overcome by one superhero to eradicate this problem. We all need to come together and give our best in eradicating this problem from our society. Thank you very much for this time.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.